Hi guys, my name is Mariana. I am one of AutoGrow's content writers, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 sales rapport building tactics to turn leads into buyers. Why is this important? You might be wondering. Well, it's simple. When you get in a call with prospects, they're just as human as you. They want to know that the other person who is on the phone with them, or maybe if you're in person, like they want to know that they're being heard, that they are not talking to a robot, who's just, pitching a sell. No, they just want to feel like they're being understood, that they're being heard, that the person understand that they have a need, that they have a problem that needs to be fixed or resolved. So that's where rapport building comes in. The same as it happens, in relationships with humans. We just all want to feel connected to one person. We want to be heard, we want to be understood. So that's exactly what happens in sales. Your prospects, they want to be heard, they want to be understood. And for that, you gotta establish rapport. You gotta establish a connection with customers, clients, with prospects, with leads, so they feel like they can trust not only you, but your brand and your company and your products or services. So for these, we have some very basic tactics, but that they're going to do wonders for your business. We use them all the time at AutoGrow. And tactic number 1 for sales rapport building is provide a 5-star customer service. So when you guys, book a hotel room, or when you want to book an Airbnb place, you just don't go after, a place that has a 2-star review, right? Like you want to look for 5-star reviews. You want better quality. You want social proof. You're looking for something that has been proven to satisfy our clients. So the same thing happens in your sales calls. Clients or prospects, they want to look for the best customer service experience. And in fact, companies that are customer experience driven, they earn revenue between 4 and 8% higher than the rest of their industries, according to a global consultancy called Bain. And 84% of companies that work to improve their customer experience have reported an increase in their revenue, according to PR Newswire. But why? Because companies that work on their customer service, they are providing a better quality service to their clients, to their customers. And that's exactly what prospects, when they get in a fall with a stranger, because you're a stranger to them, you don't know each other. And even if you have reached out to them in the past, like, you're building a relationship with a prospect. So in order for you to build that relationship, you gotta be human. You gotta provide the right experience to the customers. Because if you don't, then they're just gonna leave. They're not gonna like your products or services, even if your products or services are the best options for them. Like, even if, your products or services are the greatest ever, like, prospects are just gonna leave. They're not gonna want to buy something that, the person who was trying to sell it, was not good enough, or didn't really provide some sort of connection with a potential buyer. So one survey from the State of Global Customer Service reports that 96% of respondents say customer service is important in their choice of loyalty to a brand. And of course, if you receive, like, good treatment and good customer service when you go to a place, a company, a hotel, you're gonna want to go back there. You're gonna nurture the relationship. So that same thing happens in sales. And the best way to see it is like that. It's the same thing, as human relationships. Your prospects are human, and they're looking to, be treated as such. And that takes us to the next tactic for sales rapport building, which is use your listening skills to understand your prospects' needs. You would be surprised, but sometimes salespeople, they just focus on pitching the sale. They just focus on talking and talking and talking, and they don't realize that the person who really makes the decision about buying the service or the product is the prospect. So you gotta listen to what the prospect needs to say, because you gotta understand first their needs to see if you can provide the solution that they're looking for. So according to HubSpot, 69% of buyers, all they want from salespeople are to simply listen to their needs. So this is pretty straightforward. Like you gotta put your prospects first. Like stop talking for a second. Like know when to talk, but you gotta prioritize the prospect. Uh, and it's no wonder why top closers, they spend over 40% of the time pitching and the rest of the time listening. So that means that they spend 60% of the time of their sales calls listening to what the potential customer has to say. So there's going to be a balance. Like you cannot be quiet all the time listening, but you cannot be talking the whole time either. Um, and in fact, 20% of salespeople, they spend over 65% of their conversations pitching their products or services, according to Sales Hacker. Again, this is not what prospects are looking for. They want to be heard, they want to be understood, they want to know that they're being treated as humans and that they're not just trying to be sold on something. And the last tactic for sales rapport building is be responsive and provide immediate answers. So who doesn't like this? Who doesn't like go to a place and be served immediately or be attended immediately? We all like immediate responsiveness when we have a question, when we have a problem, when we complain about something. So the same thing happens with your prospects. When they have questions, when they have problems that they need to address, they are expecting for an immediate answer. If you cannot, for some reason, provide that that solution to them or that answer to their problems or their questions, like at least you need to acknowledge what the prospect just said. If, for example, someone asks you something very specific about your products or services, which you gotta know your stuff, you gotta know like what you're trying to sell, so you should know the answer to any possible question about what you're trying to sell. But in case you don't know, you have to always acknowledge the prospect's question, and in a way that they feel heard and that they feel like you are going to look for that answer in order to provide the best possible experience for them. So in that sense, just try to at least say, I hear you, let me just I'll be looking for this answer, and I'm gonna be back with you briefly, or however you want to phrase it. But you gotta let the prospect know that you are working on getting that answer. 90% of customers say that immediate responses are considered between 1 minute and 10 minutes. So they say that when they have a question, is very, very important to receive that immediate response. This according to HubSpot. And 73% of consumers say that valuing their time is the most important thing a company can do when providing customer service. This according to Groove. I think we all agree with this. Like we always look for better customer service wherever we go. We expect to be treated with respect. We expect our time to be valued and be appreciated. So just keep this in mind when you have a client or a customer or a potential client or customer waiting for an answer, respect their time, because their time is as important as yours. So always put your clients first in terms of, okay, like I gotta look for that answer. Like, let me not forget about what they asked me to do. Uh, so if you try all these three tactics, like I'm gonna guarantee you that you are gonna have a very successful sales call. And there are some other tactics that you can apply, and you can read them in the full article. This is just a preview. This is just a sneak peek of what the article can offer you. So I encourage you to read the full article. Uh, and by the way, if you haven't heard, or if you're new here, if this is the first time you're watching any of our videos, um, Autogrow is like a project management software, but with proven pros ready to do the work for you. If you're the type of person who prefers delegating, prefers to focus on your business, on your personal life, and you just want to dedicate as little time as possible to your work and your to-do list and your tasks, then Autogrow is the solution for you. We just take care of all your digital marketing tasks while you don't lift a finger. But how does that really work? So we have a super cool web app where you can just log in, and you're going to see a library of tasks that let's call them like projects, like different options of projects that you can delegate to us. You need an email sequence written for you, we can do that. You need a long form sales page design, we can design that for you. Do you need a retargeting ad campaign set up? We can do all that for you. So I encourage you to give us a try. We have a 7-day $7 try. This means you can try us for 7 days for only $7. That's the cost of a pretty decent hamburger. So I encourage you to do that, and to read more about what we can do for you. And just let me know if you have any questions or any comments about this video. And I'm looking forward to sharing another video with you guys.